Potential obstacle: unemployment rates in Argentina. Unemployment in Argentina currently stands at 9.3% during the second quarter of 2016. This is the highest it has been in 5 years, also above the world's average unemployment rate, 8.4% in 2013. Therefore, with the standard adult entry ticket for a one-day pass to Disneyland California being approximately 95 USD, it is quite possible that many, particularly the unemployed, will not be able to afford luxury items such as an entry ticket, let alone any additional expenses for food and souvenir. This could ultimately cause a large section of the population to ask, what about us? Is this only for the upper class? These questions could lead to ill feelings and discount regarding this project amongst this segment of the population. Higher interest rates. Another potential obstacle would be Argentina's current interest rate of 28.75%, which is the world's highest. When interest rates are high, banks charge more for business loans. This means businesses must use more of their earnings to pay interest on their loans, which results in decreasing profits. Due to such a high interest rate, borrowing to build a Disneyland in Argentina would be prohibitively prohibitively expensive. Other source of finance should need to be sourced. Positive: higher interest rates. With Argentina's current high interest rate of 28.75%, also brings some benefit. When interest rates are high, returns on normal saving provides a buffer against risky investments, as investors don't need to seek out volatile investments continue to reap rewards from their investment. This environment can lead to less volatility in the market, which is beneficial because it promotes good uncertainty, increasing future economic activity, consumption, and output. In addition, reduces bad uncertainty, which has a decline in economic growth and depresses assets prices. This allows more investors content to play it safe with typical rates of return. Construction resources. Another positive regarding a high interest rate is more abundant commodities. Producers of commodities such as steel, coal, and other energy have a large incentive to produce more when interest rates are high. Any profits they glean during eras of high rates can be reinvested for a return. Because of this, commodity prices fall as producers of these goods create much as possible, increasing supply of their products. In 2015, Argentina has produced 5.3 million metric tons of steel compared to Australia's 4.93 million metric tons. On the surface, this could help the demand for steel during the construction of the new theme park in Argentina. However, Argentina steel is extremely expensive compared to the world's average steel price. Argentina hot rolled steel coil was 760 to 775 USD per ton in 2015. The world's average for hot rolled steel coil was 479 USD in 2015. It would be a more viable option to import steel from the United States, United Kingdom, or even China. Support agency Austrade. The Australian Trade Commission is the Australian government's trade and investment agency, operating with the Department of Foreign Affairs and Portfolio. Austrade assists Australian businesses contribute to national prosperity by succeeding in trade and investment internationally, promoting and supporting productive foreign investment into Australia. Austrade also assists international buyers to source goods and services from Australia or to identify strategic Australian business partners. Austrade's role includes the international marketing and promoting of Australian education and training. Australis coordinates and promotes the brand program Future Unlimited, which advertises Australian education and training institutions, and Australian Unlimited, which promotes awareness of Australian skills and capabilities. Australia would support Disney Australia by promoting and supporting Disneyland Argentina as a productive foreign investment. In addition, Australia would be able to provide the required training for the Argentinian people to maintain and operate the theme park. Australian Government Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade. The Australian Government Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade is responsible for the protection and advancement of Australian international interests. It allows access to international business network and resources to develop better trade partnership. DFAT is committed to delivering strong support for Australian businesses, working closely with portfolio partners Austrade, Tourist Australia, and other agencies. The Australian Government Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade would greatly benefit the implementation of a Disneyland in Argentina by efficiently management of the Commonwealth overseas owned estates. Social and economic benefits. A Disneyland in Argentina will improve the unemployment rate. Proposing that Argentina's Disneyland was to be approximately 85 acres like Disneyland California, Argentina could expect to offer 23,000 job opportunities. Although this is merely a small change, it would indeed be a positive decline in unemployment to improve the current unemployment rate of 9.3%. In addition to improving unemployment rate, more job opportunities will be able to improve the current economic freedom score of 43.8 compared to the world's average of 60.7. By providing more job opportunities, it would boost Argentina's spending ability and improve its current economy. Disneyland Argentina is a good idea. From a business point of view, placing a Disneyland Argentina's capital Buenos Aires would be a viable option due to Argentina's solid middle power, a sovereign state that is not a superpower but still has large or moderate influence and international recognition, with huge economic growth potential. Furthermore, Argentina has an industrial infrastructure which is able to help the development of construction. Finally, Argentina's vast size presents a considerable variation in altitude, which makes for a wide range of climate types. Argentina has a good infrastructure system in compared with other Latin American nations, but many areas need significant improvement. The nation has 215,434 kilometers of road, including 734 kilometers of expressway or highways, but only 63,553 kilometers of the country's roads are paved. There is an extensive rail system that transport both frigates and passengers around Argentina, with a total of 38,326 kilometers of track. Buenos Aires has an extensive system of public transport, including subways and buses, but most smaller cities and towns in Argentina have limited transportation resources. Most major cities are connected by passenger railway, and there is an extensive commuter rail system in the greater Buenos Aires metropolitan area. There are 1,359 airports in Argentina, although only 142 have paved runways. Buenos Aires has two major airports. The first Ezeiza International Airport is the main port of arrival and departure for most international flights. Most domestic or regional flights includes those to Brazil, Uruguay, and Paraguay originate from the second major airport in Buenos Aires, Parque George Newbery. As a tourist destination, Argentina's capital has the required infrastructure to move people around, but the factor that needs to be taken into account is the weather and climate. During this time, tourists in Buenos Aires is at its peak, and prices will be as well. Buenos Aires gets extremely hot and humid in January and February, so The best month to visit weather-wise are October, November, and March. April and May. The winter month of June to August will be much cooler and require warmer clothes and less outdoor activity. Due to its close proximity to the close coastline, the location means that Buenos Aires has endured the most floods in Argentina. This impending natural threat of the Atlantic Ocean must be taken into account when deciding the location of the theme park.